You wouldn't want to be at the mercy of these animals. Welcome to Trending Tickets, and today we're gonna show you how to avoid a face-off with some of nature's furry and some not-so-furry beasts. From the beach to the rainforest, we've got you covered on how to increase your rate of survival wherever you may be. So let's get right into it. Kangaroos. One of Australia's national animals is also notoriously known as nasty claws. They may look cute from a distance, but did you know that kangaroos are known for jumping out of bushes out of nowhere? So if you're in an area where kangaroos are, the first thing that you should do is to take a look at your surroundings. If you have the space and time, you should slowly turn sideways and back away. Try to give as much space to the marsupial and don't become aggressive towards it, as aggressiveness will only provoke an attack. The worst thing to do when you see a kangaroo is to turn your back to it and run. Kangaroos are fast runners and can easily catch up to a human and kill him or her at the same time. So protect your organs, turn sideways, keep your head away from the kangaroo and let it know that you are not a threat. If worst comes to worst, and the kangaroo still attacks you, curl up into a ball and cover your head with your arms, then slowly try to crawl or roll away, or call for help. Bees. Bees won't usually attack a human unless provoked, so if bees happen to fly by you, you should leave them alone and not move too much until they're at a safe distance from you. Don't swipe at them or do any sudden movement as bees attack in groups. However, if bees start swarming you, the next thing to do is to run as fast as you can. Staying in place will only attract more bees to sting you. Run in a straight line and never jump into a pool or any body of water, as the bees will wait for you to get out. In fact, you're more likely to run out of oxygen and drown if you do this. Instead, run to an enclosed area like a building and shut the door as firmly as possible so that bees can't follow you. If there are no buildings nearby, you can get inside a car or shed. Keep any openings tightly closed so that bees can't get through. Once the bees are gone, scrape any stingers, treat the affected area, and get medical help. Sharks. Do you enjoy swimming at the beach? What do you do if you see a fin sticking out of the water? The likelihood of that happening is actually pretty slim. Before going to the ocean, the first thing that you should do is make sure that the water doesn't have any sharks. But if you happen to be in the same space as a shark, don't panic and swim to safety. In fact, the longer you stay still, the better. You don't want the shark to think that you're food. The next thing that you should make sure of is that you're not bleeding from any part of your body. Sharks can sense blood from over a mile away. Same goes for urine, so don't even think of peeing in the ocean. Also, you might want to think twice before wearing your bright orange swimsuit to the beach. Certain colors, including orange and yellow, as well as shiny jewelry, can attract sharks. However, if the shark starts attacking you, get ready to fight with everything that you have. Don't play dead or stay still. Use any weapon within your reach, including your hands, and aim for the shark's gills and eyes. Chimpanzees. Chimpanzees are very smart, and your chances of surviving against a chimpanzee is very much dependent on its intentions. Nevertheless, if you do find yourself alone with a chimpanzee, do your best to ignore it. Don't even look at it in the eye, and definitely don't throw rocks at a chimpanzee in an attempt to scare it off. Most chimpanzees are 1.5 to 4 times stronger than a human of comparable size and weight, so they can easily take down an average human. So if you're not versed in any kind of combat, it's best to slowly walk away from a chimpanzee. As much as possible, don't do anything that can set it off. But what if a chimpanzee starts attacking you? If that happens, protect your vital organs, including your hands, face, and genitals, as a chimpanzee's bite is very strong and can tear off any part of your body. You may also try screaming to let it know that it's hurting you, but this might only trigger the chimpanzee to double its efforts. If you sense that a chimpanzee wants to kill you, you can try playing dead to make it think that you're dead, and maybe it will leave you alone. Jellyfish. If you plan to go swimming, make sure that there hasn't been any jellyfish sightings at the beach where you're going. Jellyfish stings can potentially kill a human. If you happen to be in water and near some jellyfish, don't swim any closer to them. Swim calmly away from the jellyfish and get to shore, as some jellyfish tentacles are as long as 165 feet. If you are too far away from the shore, try to stay put and let the jellyfish pass by, as they will only attack if provoked. If the worst case scenario occurs and you do get stung, the best thing to do is to get to land immediately. Never touch the area where the jellyfish tentacles made contact, as this can irritate it. Once on land, Wash the area with warm salt water and remove any tentacles from the skin using other objects. Don't use your bare hands as you can still get stung from the severed tentacles. Afterwards, you should seek medical attention as soon as possible. Snakes. In general, snakes are not out to get any human unless they're hungry or have a reason to attack. For example, if you step on a snake, it will most likely fight back. Same goes for when you attempt to handle a snake or try to harm or kill it.
This snake has just shed its skin.
If you find yourself in any of these situations and accidentally disturb a snake's personal space, which can be as far as 3 feet
miles
away,
per hour,
the first thing you should do is to
called
stop
the
any further
sidewinder.
movement. Don't stare at the snake as you slowly back away.
And speed aside, it's also the best way for a snake in its way towards the head. The sidewinder wiggles its body into the sand.
Find a way around it and put as much space as possible between yourself and the reptile. Don't stare at it as you do so. There might be another snake where you're going. Alligators. Alligators don't usually consume humans for food. They're more likely to go for smaller prey like fish and birds. They're very powerful and can weigh over 1,000 pounds. So if you are in an area where there is a significant alligator population, avoid any body of water, especially at night, as that's when alligators are most active. However, if you find an alligator nearby, remember that its instinct is to drag its prey underwater. So stay on land as much as possible or swim to shore if you're in the water. Get away as fast as you can as alligators run very fast. Preferably, you should run in a straight line. If the alligator manages to get its jaws on you, grab a stick or use your fingers to stab it in the eyes. Another sensitive area is the snout, which you can punch to get the alligator to let you go. Mountain lions. Unlike the other animals on this list, it wouldn't be wise to slowly back away from a mountain lion. In fact, you should do the opposite. When you're faced with a mountain lion, the number one thing that you should do is to show the lion that you're in charge. Don't turn your back, don't take your eyes off it, and never crouch or hide from a mountain lion. Instead, you should stand tall, wave your arms, and make as much noise as possible. You can also throw rocks at the mountain lion, and if it's allowed in your area, you may use firearms to scare it off. Mountain lions are one of those animals who will follow you on purpose if it thinks that you have food potential. So it's best to travel in a group because mountain lions are less likely to attack humans who are traveling together. Bulls. Contrary to popular belief, bulls are not provoked by the color red. They are actually colorblind and can't tell the difference between red and green and gray. What does set off bulls is sudden movement. They are very easily annoyed. So if you are in a field or pasture where cows are, stay as far away as possible from the bulls as they are very protective of their territory. Never make eye contact with a bull and never interact with or touch cows or calves in their territory. Bulls are very possessive and territorial, especially when it comes to their females and young. But if you happen to get within 20 feet to a bull, don't walk any closer. In fact, do the opposite. Don't even run, as this will make the bull chase you. However, if it starts charging towards you, go ahead and run in a zigzag pattern. Run fast and throw something like a bag or your shirt at the bull to distract it. Get behind a sturdy structure like a tree or fence and never play dead because this won't stop the bull from attacking you. Grizzly bears. Grizzly bears are known to eat human flesh. However, in general, these bears don't see humans as food and will only attack if spooked. So when you're hiking, you should always travel with another person and make a lot of noise to alert the bear to your presence. If you happen to see an animal carcass, it is very likely that a grizzly is in the vicinity. Avoid the carcass and also avoid grizzly cubs. If you do come face to face with a grizzly bear, the first thing you should do is back away slowly and talk in a calm voice. Never turn your back to a grizzly bear and run, as its first instinct will be to chase you. Next, play dead. Do this by slowly lying face down on the ground, never making eye contact, then covering your head with your arms and hands. The worst thing that could happen at this point is some bites and scratches from the bear. However, if playing dead doesn't work, which probably means that the grizzly wants to eat you, then and only then should you fight back using any means possible. Focus on the bear's eyes and nose and hit with as much power as you can muster. Did you find these tips useful? Which one surprised you the most? Sound off in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, you'll be sure to enjoy our other video on the most disciplined dog breeds in the world. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Plus, hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when videos like this come out.